Am 20. Februar trafen sich die Australier Hilterputz sowie die US-Untergrundrapper Tone Deaf und die Cunninlynguists zu einem exklusiven Konzert im ausverkauften Wagenbau. Mit letzteren sprachen wir unter anderem über ihr im November letzten Jahres erschienenen Album Dirty Acres. Wer sie sind und was ihr Albumtitel bedeutet, erzählen sie euch am besten selbst.
Hello everyone, my name is Noah of Cunninlynguists. I'm representing with TIDA support, and we're here today with Deacon of Cunninlynguists with a candle, Natty here with a gigantic strawberry and an iPhone, and we're here today to talk about our new album, Dirty Acres. That would be a train passing by. Dirty Acres is our new album. It's about it's about trains and running them over top of our head. Dirty Acres is a new hip-hop album by Cunninlynguists, which is us. And it's basically about the fact that any country that you might go to, we speak on our experiences, so we're talking about, the United States of America, but is built on dirty land, whether it be wars, slavery, what have you. And yeah, would anybody like to?
It's about more than that. It's about sex, pussy, weed. I'm just kidding. I can't say all that. Yeah, it's about what he said. Now, it also features, Devin the Dude. I don't know how many of y'all heard of Devin the Dude. It features Fonte from Little Brother. It features Witch Doctor from Dungeon Fam, along with Big Rube from Dungeon Fam. I don't know how many of y'all are Dungeon Fam fans.
And it comes with a golden ticket to get you into Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. Not really, but it is a nice album, and you should check it out because we worked real hard on it for y'all, whoever you are.
Seit ihrem ersten Release Will Rap for Food im Oktober 2001 sind nun über 6 Jahre vergangen. Sie selber sagen, in dieser Zeit seien sie erwachsener geworden. Aber was soll dies auf musikalischer Ebene bedeuten?
On the first album, we was just being silly. We didn't have any, blueprint. We didn't have any plan. We just made songs. We got together. He was like, I got beats. I was like, I got rhymes. He was like, well, I got some rhymes too. Let's put them all together on my beats and do something crazy, experimental, So we talked about, battle rapping. We talked about, just anything. Amish families in Circuit City. It's like we talked about anything under the sun. Whereas as things have progressed, and we've matured as people, now we talk about more realer life issues, poverty, stress, things such as Dirty Acres and what our country is built on. Talk about hard times. He's a parent, it's like as you grow up, you can't just keep on making senseless rap about, gutting people like fishes and, just rapping about whatever comes to your mind. You gotta set an example. You gotta build on your legacy. It's like if you want to make timeless music, you can't be stuck in what was going on or what was hot in 92, 93, 94, 95. You gotta, as you grow old and your fans grow older, you gotta feed them. It's like when we first started, our fans was 14, 15 years old. Now our fans are 23, 24, 25. We still can't be rapping to them like they're 13, 14, 15 years old, It's like, so, things like that.
Yeah. More of the same. Basically what he said. I mean, you get to a point, I think, as an artist where you realize that you have an audience. And it would behoove you to talk about things that... Oh yeah, I went there. It would behoove you to talk about things that are relevant. It would help. I mean, I think that you would make the most of your situation if you have an audience. Like, I don't know that I could feel completely right if we didn't have a message at this point in our career. So anyways, what I'm saying is that basically when you realize you have an audience, you really should take advantage of that. And not to say that like you should just make a bunch of like positive music about uplifting the babies, feel me? But what you have to do is you have to teach the babies
to stay away from fire.
Stay away from fire.
And to eat
and be healthy. And so when we're teaching the babies, that's what we mean by growing up as artists, is teaching the babies.
Und wie stehen sich das amerikanische und das europäische Publikum gegenüber? Lassen sich die beiden als Zuschauer und Fans überhaupt miteinander vergleichen?
Now, in some places in the U.S., They get real live over some hip hop, and it'd be the strangest places like Oregon and Alaska. You know what I'm saying? Colorado. You know, places like that. But
those places remind me
like major hubs like New York and Atlanta. LA hasn't got like that, you know what I'm saying? But New York, places like New York and Atlanta, like major cities, they're really spoiled by the amount of artists that come through their town, and now they're just not impressed. There's nothing you can do to really please them. Throw your hands in the air.
You can shoot flames out of your ass.
Yeah, basically, you could sacrifice a live monkey on stage. It doesn't matter. They're not impressed, you know what I'm saying? Because they see hip-hop everywhere. You want to add something?
I'd love to add.
As long as you don't use a word like behoove, I'll give you the microphone.
The transmorgification of the U.S. audience in hip-hop has happened, proliferated over years into the current gelatinous state that I can't be described or summed up in so many words.
Good job on not using behoove there, buddy.
Hey, I got a million of them. No, but seriously, the thing about it is, I think what it comes down to is, I think this is coming from people in Europe that I've talked to, why they also think that the crowds might be a little more live, is that, like, people here want authentic, like, a lot of people here want authentic, like, American rap, like, I always ask, like, people that I meet who are in rap groups here, I'm like, why don't people support a little more? Like, it's not that they don't get support, but why don't they go as crazy necessarily? And a lot of the people, you know, in Finland and people that we've met, like rappers that we're friends with now here in Europe, and they basically say that, like, a lot of people, they want that authenticness. And that's why every time you see a poster for somebody from the States, it always says USA after it. Like, it's like we were told by promoters, like, that has to be there. Like, it's hip hop from the States, like, so it makes it better somehow. But, like, not to say that everybody in Europe has that opinion, but I think that when you're in America, everybody raps, and in Europe, not everyone raps. And so to see it done well, I think that, like, it's definitely a little bit different. Like, not to say that there's not dope rappers here, but, like, if you're gonna make it here, like, you got skills. Everyone raps in America. Everyone, no matter how whack they are. Everybody raps. My grandmother raps. She just put out a mixtape. It's all right. It's all right.
This is how many people rap. This is how many people rap.
She sells more records than us.
For a 3-year period, 4 maybe, I paid all my bills off people rapping.
Right.
For 3 or 4 whole entire years. And I never advertised once. Didn't pass out one business card, didn't put up one flyer. Nothing. That's how many rappers it is. It's like, oh, there's a studio. It was enough for me to buy a car, groceries, gas, pay my crib, rent.
Staggering amount of drug dealers.
Staggering amount of drug dealers. Mainly drug dealers, you know what I'm saying? But it feel like everybody's a drug dealer too.
Yeah,
for real.
Wie sieht man eigentlich als Künstler in Zeiten des Internets die begehrten 15 Minuten Ruhm, die anscheinend dank YouTube und MySpace jedem offen stehen?
I think that it's entertaining, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that the virtual smorgasbord, the veritable plethora of things on the internet to look at where people become famous for 15 minutes just because they got a funny video. Like, I can't hate on that, but at the same time, like, as an artist, I think if you make good quality music, people will still be drawn to it. So I don't think it affects us too much, but at the same time, I think what it does do, and especially in the United States, what I see it doing, is people are really selfish. Like, people are getting more and more selfish. Like, it's all about my MySpace page, my Facebook page, how many hits I can get on YouTube. And, like, people are so concerned with trying to be a little star in their own right that people are really, they're getting really selfish, like, really inner, like, I don't have a word for that. What's the word I'm looking for? I've already used all my $5 words. They're gone. They're self-absorbed to the hilt.
How can you explain that nowadays somebody just by clicks
Yes.
famous, but it's really hard to sell records and you just...
Oh, I know, because we're not affiliated with anybody. So whatever you see us doing, we did it with our own elbow grease right here. Because, yeah, we're not down with G-Unit. We're not signed to Rhyme Sayers, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We're not part of the screwed up clique.
We are, however, in the pimp money trick type gangster clique.
Yes, we are. But that was a long time ago. Don't talk about that anymore.
And that's about all we can tell you about the album, besides rapping it for you, and then you wouldn't buy it. So, go buy it.